is Rachel Mayo. Welcome to my channel and thank you for being here. I'm going to be discussing another synastry aspect. This happens to be one of my favorite synastry aspects because I've actually experienced this aspect. I'm currently living with somebody who I have this aspect with, and I have this aspect with my best friend who's been a friend of mine for over 15 years. So this is going to be really interesting. Moon conjunct Moon synastry aspect is an aspect of deep emotional bond. This is a soulmate aspect. I hope you like the content of this video. If you have a moon conjunction in synastry, please leave me a comment in the comment section of this video. Tell me how you've experienced it. Are you already living with your partner? As you all know, I love synastry. I love to read other people's charts. As a matter of fact, it's what I sell the most. So if you need help, you'd like to find out what the compatibility is with your partner, with your existing partner or a new partner, book me at rachel-mayo.com. Like, share, and subscribe. So what is synastry? Synastry is a chart that is done by superimposing two different charts. We do this to find out the contacts, the aspects between the planets, how they relate to each other. We can evaluate compatibility, the karma of the relationship, and the longevity of the relationship by doing synastry. Moon conjunct Moon synastry is when two partners have their moon in the same sign. They don't have to be at an exact degree, just in the same sign. However, for deep impact, you want to have this conjunction at least 3 degrees apart. And if you have it exact, that's even better. When I do synastry, I always make sure to look at moon sign compatibility. Also conjunctions to the IC, because conjunctions to the IC are also going to feel like conjunctions to your moon. That is how powerful the angle is. Looking at this helps me know if two people can actually live together long term. It doesn't mean that you have moon to moon that everything is going to work out fabulous, not necessarily. It also depends how your individual moons are aspected. Is your moon aspected by trines, sextiles, like mine, or is it aspected by squares? You also have to put that into consideration, because if your partner comes in with a negatively aspected moon, they're going to bring that negativity to the relationship. So it may not feel as positive as in a situation where both of you have really good aspects to your moons. Whichever way, this is an aspect where they'll still feel comfortable being vulnerable around you and showing their true nature. The conjunction is the most intense aspect. You're going to feel this immediately when you meet this person. They're going to feel like home or even family. The sextiles and the trines are also harmonious aspects. They will help the energy flow between the moon signs easily. It will also make living together or understanding each other's emotional nature. The square aspect is a little bit more challenging. This is an aspect where two people have two different types of emotional natures. So there is a clash here. It is a challenging aspect. I actually also experienced the square in another relationship. It was actually very challenging to be together because we had two different ways of relating. He was a Leo moon, I'm a Taurus moon. I like to be comfortable and cozy. The Leo moon is more flashy, likes to entertain, likes to hold parties. So that kind of conflicts with the Taurus nature, who just wants to take it easy and enjoy the simple pleasures in life. So when you have this conjunction in the sign of Scorpio, it's a bit challenging because both of you have a moon that is in detriment. It's opposite the sign where it's most comfortable in Taurus. So you're both going to bring your scorpionic, plutonic issues into the relationship. However, you're still going to understand each other. You're still going to understand each other's insecurities, each other's emotional challenges, and you're going to have an intimate bond that way. So hopefully this aspect is well aspected with some trines to help the energy flow easily. And if you have this conjunction in the sign of Capricorn, the moon is in detriment in the sign of Capricorn because it's more comfortable in the sign of Cancer, which it rules. So this might also be a bit challenging. This moon tends to be a bit more depressed. So it's like putting two depressed individuals together. That might not lead to a very happy union. Hopefully both of you have a well aspected moon and you know how to deal with your depressive tendencies. This synastry aspect really encourages deep emotional connection, a really deep emotional bond. You're going to feel like you've met somebody who truly knows you, who understands you really deeply on an emotional level. With this aspect, you're going to feel like you've known this person before. It feels like you're with a family member. It's one of the most comfortable aspects in synastry. And if you're planning to live with someone, this is an aspect that's going to make living together very easy because you have the same type of emotional setup. It's almost as if you're communicating telepathically. There is an intimacy that goes beyond understanding. So when you have your moon conjunct another person, you two are naturally in sync, and you can act almost as one person. And when you merge, it feels like there's no boundary. You feel totally combined. When you merge, it's going to feel like your souls have intertwined. It's almost like one person. You really understand each other on a deep emotional level. This makes it a lot easier to live with someone when their emotional nature is similar to yours and their daily habits also match your own daily habits. As you all know, it's really difficult to live with someone. You can have a successful relationship while dating, while each person returns to their own home. When you finally get together and start living together, that is when the relationship really shows its true colors. This is when you know if you're investing into a relationship that is going to work long term. So if you're in a relationship and you're considering moving in with your partner, I suggest that you get a reading with me. I have a special 40% off most of my readings, including Synastry chart readings. It's a limited time offer, so I don't know what time of the year you'll be watching this. It might not still be running. Let's go over what the moon rules in your chart. The moon rules the sign of Cancer. However, the moon is exalted in Taurus. Exalted meaning this is the best place where the moon likes to be. It's like the moon's vacation place. I happen to have an exalted moon in Taurus, so I'm very familiar with this placement. Cancer is a natural fourth house of the zodiac. The fourth house is where we're most vulnerable. This is where we're naked. This is where we are our true self. This is where you have no makeup. You're not wearing your best outfit. You're probably wearing something really comfortable. The fourth house also rules over your emotions, your deep emotions, and perhaps some resentments. The fourth house rules over your mother, your family, your ancestor, your homeland. This is a very deep and intimate house. As I said earlier, it is where we're most vulnerable. You want to be truly comfortable and feel secure to be yourself when you merge with someone. So this is where knowing if you have compatible moon signs becomes really important. I'm experiencing this conjunction as we speak. I'm living with my partner who also has the moon in Taurus. When I met him, I felt at home right away. When we spent our first night together, it was easy for me to present my true self, wash my makeup off, and just be very comfortable being myself. We actually started living together very early in the relationship. I moved into his house after only 3 months of dating. And I must say this is one of my most comfortable relationships. We really have the same taste in food. Our emotional nature is very similar. We love cooking, we love going out to eat, we love luxuries, all the things that Taurus moon is comfortable with. The emotional connection is so deep. It really feels like somebody who I may have known in a past life. We really nurture each other. We take care of each other. As you know, Cancer is a sign that rules our ancestors. So it does have a connection with the past life. And this is why this aspect tends to feel like tends to feel so comfortable. It feels like you're with family because of that fact. My other experience with this aspect is with my best friend. We both have Taurus moons. She's a Scorpio, I'm a Scorpio rising, and my partner is also a Scorpio. I also tend to attract a lot of Scorpios. The best compatibility has always been because of the same moon sign. I've known my friend for over 15 years. We're very emotionally connected. I'm very comfortable telling my friend anything. She also feels the same comfort with me. Our emotional nature is very similar. What we want in a relationship, what is comfortable, the things that we do at home are also very similar. We're so in tune with each other. It's almost like she can read my mind. She knows what I'm going to say before I actually even say it. It definitely feels like we're from the same family tree. She really feels like my sister. It's so strange. Her blood sister, her real sister, and I share the same birthday. So there is another link. This is a past life connection. This is truly a soulmate link. It's a very desirable connection in synastry. So you're going to find that you'll have a lot of trust and transparency with this conjunction. You're free to be yourselves. You're free to really exhibit your true nature. If you have this synastry aspect, you're going to find that it'll be very easy for you to live together. You'll probably move in together very fast. This aspect encourages you sharing a home together and creating a family. It's very effortless to stay in this relationship. This aspect also encourages commitment and marriage. It's like when you look at the other person, you see yourself. It's almost like a reflection of your true nature. It's a mirror. So this aspect is great for intimate relationships. It's great in friendships and with family members. It makes getting along with each other much, much easier. After all, you have to live with your family. So there is a major negative aspect to this conjunction, and that's because the moon is very receptive and very sensitive to transits. So if your moons are exactly conjunct, you're going to experience happy transits, positive transits at the same time, but the negative aspect is that you're also going to experience challenging aspects at the same time. So if your partner is going through a really challenging and difficult time, you'll also be going through that at the same time. It's going to make being there for each other a little bit difficult, because when we're hurt and going through something challenging, we want to get positive energy from somebody else, from somebody who's not exactly going through the same thing that we're going through, and the person we're actually living with. So this could create a little bit of friction if you're both experiencing challenging transits at the same exact time. So this will make it hard for you to be able to support one another. My partner and I have a separation of about 3 degrees, so I tend to experience the challenging aspects earlier before him, which is quite helpful because I know how the transit feels. I can let him know how it feels and help him go through it. For example, I've already experienced the conjunction of Uranus to my moon, so I know how it felt. Fortunately for me, my moon is well aspected, so it was not too difficult. My partner's moon is at around 21 degrees of Taurus, so he's going to experience the conjunction of Uranus to his moon a little bit later this year. He has a full moon in his chart, so he's going to have a tougher experience with this transit. My best friend has her moon around 24 degrees of Taurus, so she's going to experience this conjunction of Uranus to her moon probably in 2025 and 2026. So she's going to be well prepared for her experience, since I've already gone through it, and I'm going to watch my partner go through it, and then so I'll have a lot of advice for her. I hope you like the content of this video. If you have a moon conjunction in synastry, please leave me a comment in the comment section of this video. Tell me how you've experienced it. Are you already living with your partner? As you all know, I love synastry. I love to read other people's charts. As a matter of fact, it's what I sell the most. So if you need help, you'd like to find out what the compatibility is with your partner, with your existing partner or a new partner, book me at rachel-mayo.com. Make sure to like, share, and subscribe.